Hey friends, it's Amy, owner and curator of YosoBoho. Hello, I hope you're doing okay today. I am going to take you to a antique slash flea market today. We're still in Maine in these videos. In fact, this is going to be a two-parter. This place is big. It's called the Route 202 Antique and Flea Market, and it is right in Winthrop, Maine, and it has 2 floors. So we're just gonna split it in half. I'm gonna do floor 1 today, and I'm gonna do the second floor on Thursday. And I'll also be in Maine on Saturday. I'm gonna take you to a Salvation Army for one of our quick Saturday, you get what you get shopping trips. Me and Irf did a Salvation Army and recorded that. So 3 videos this week, all in Maine, all very cool, and I hope that you come along. We had a great time last week, not only the videos from Maine, but also a couple of sales. Mom and I got a little goofy, a little more goofy than normal on Thursday, and we had an absolute blast with a lot of our friends, so thank you for everyone who showed up. I'm not gonna hold this up. Let's go do some shopping. Let's go. What a cool display. Look at the kitties. Spice of Life collection. $15. $20 Annalie. Got some bottles. I don't know much about bottles. I have to fix this. I'm not seeing the best prices. That little bird is $12. I am seeing a mashup of old and new. It's kind of cool. Oh, it's just acrylic. That says find a red X, get half off. Oh, so maybe the bird was 6 then. Yeah, so he'd be 6. Speaking of birds, I like this. What is this? It's just a print. I like the colors in that though. I see old kitchen things. That's pretty great. I like these matching pieces. I see some pottery. $20. That's a neat mug. Oh my gosh, look at them. Oh gosh, I love them. $20. Somebody did a great job painting them. They're so sweet. $4 a hanky. It's a cool little corner shelf made out of shutters. I like that. We need to find the bargain tables. If I remember correctly, there were some bargains upstairs the last time we were here. How do you drink out of that? Plus washing it, I would worry about that. I like the color of that Tupperware. Oh, that's pretty. German Majolica. Look at the colors on that. Ooh, if I had a collection, that would go into it. It's beautiful. Let's see what the mark is. Just so we know, have future reference. Wow. I love that. I always say Stay away from plates. But that would look beautiful on a wall. Looks like we have some art here that's inspired by location. Lots of pewter things in this booth. These guys are cool. $29.99 carved wooden mermaid plaque. Those are neat. Got some cool whimsical stuff in here for sure. And a little flat duck. Somebody put an M on it. I'm seeing some crackle glass in here. I really don't need any, but you know I gotta check the price, especially when it has a clear handle on it. $11.44. That's cool too. That's a heavy piece. FE. Look at this little hedgehog. He's fun. Oh, he's fun. Pottery face vase. Let's see if he's signed. Pomare ware, made in Chile. He's fun. Definitely my favorite booth so far. Look at these funny birds. Oh, they got other funny animals over there too. This guy's neat. Nice weight. Nice look to him. He could be Murano. They just have art glass on him, which I appreciate. What's this back here? Is that hand painted? Yeah, it is. $7.77. Gosh, I love those colors. That's a consideration. This lady was down on the bottom shelf. I was just taking a look at her. She's very neat. I don't know, about 40. I love this wonky pup here. $5.44. Sophie Anna Felder. That's a really good price. It's heavy and it's wonky and I kind of love it. Oh, he's kind of hilarious. I think he's missing something from his head. Here's another piece by the same artist as the mug, but it's chipped. Some wonky studio pottery. Oh, there's one back there that has a lid. I need to get that out and see that a little bit closer. Looks like it's got, oh, I think they're intentional. Is this the same? Yeah, same artist. She definitely has a funny personality about her pottery. That's the same artist right there, that ginormous mug. Irf's gonna come looking for us and say, we can't be here all day. I can always come back tomorrow, maybe with my sister. That's sweet. 45. Ouch. Ouch. I think we'll speed through this booth. Is that Jack and Jill? They're tumbling down the hill. Oh my gosh, look at all the nursery rhymes. $10. That's so sweet. I might have to look that up too. That's fun. Look at that beaded purse. Somebody did a lot of work there. Oh my gosh, he's adorable. 1944. I love him. And we have a big shark. And a big T-Rex.
Still got my shoes, baby.
Some neat things in here. Again, it's the whimsical stuff. Here's a wonky pot. Oh, heavy. Oh my gosh, is this our girl from across the way? I wonder if this is the same booth owner. 744. Just says studio pottery. It's got the same wonkiness and the same weight as the stuff that was over there. Jen. That's pretty neat. For 744. Ooh. I think we might have to pick that one up. The more I looked at this, the way it was built was pretty expertly done. And the artist on the bottom of this just says Jen and 01, but it also has this number right here. It says number 30. That is usually an indication of a studio pottery piece. Likely the number 30 indicates that this is a certain kind of pot that she's creating, so she can kind of keep an inventory. Or maybe it was made with a bunch of other things that she numbered 30, so she knew what batch they came out of. Maybe it cooked in the kiln with other 30s. Who knows? There are different methods for different potters, but what a cool piece, right? This is a coffee pot. If it's a teapot, the spout will come from down below, and that's because tea leaves float, so the water gets poured from underneath them, whereas coffee grounds tend to sink, so it gets poured from the top. Now, that's not the rule for everything, because sometimes you'll find maybe some Japanese teapots that will have a strainer, and they'll have their spout up top. I love these kind of seafoam green raised areas here. It's just a really cool kind of artsy look. And oh geez, is it gonna join my collection? Ooh, I don't know. I do love it, and I bought it at a really good price. I think I might be persuaded to let this one go. Maybe it lives here for a little bit and then it gets cycled into a sale here. Because I know y'all are looking at it like I did, right? You saw it and went, ooh, that's interesting. I see like a turtle bowl. Sorry, bear, we gotta move you for a second. Oh, wow. Mahogany carved sea turtle. Gosh, that's neat. All right, now you can go back. Yeah, some of the stuff definitely newer. They are ordering like the salt and pepper owls and stuff. Isis. Full fashion silk stockings. That's a cool box. Somebody got something in there. Almost sounds like a puzzle. Yeah. I wonder what the puzzle is. Jigsaw puzzle, $3. Well, hell, we're gonna pick that up. The box is amazing, right? 1930s, this was a stocking box, full fashion silk stocking box. And that graphic is fantastic. You should see this graphic in full color. I'll show you, I found it right here. My gosh, totally Art Deco. Very cool. I would have just bought the box for the $3 that they were asking. But it wasn't just the box. This box was used by a puzzle maker, Miss Annie Curtis from Maine. She made puzzles, and she was quite talented because the puzzle that was in here is fantastic too. Let me show you some video. It's complete. Yay! When I was recording earlier, I thought I was going to have to report that it was not complete because there was a few sections that I was struggling with. But this evening, Irf sat down and helped me finish it. So as a team, we were able to get it done and I could not be happier. It was tough, let me tell you. It does not have interlocking pieces. You can see all the pieces are very organic, as well as the sections are done separately. So like if you look down here, this whole section is on its own. It doesn't overlap for colors. So usually puzzles, you know, you can find that one piece that has that little bit of green on it that'll let you know where it goes, but no, not here. Now the artist for this is Henry, or Hy, H-Y, Hintermeister. And if you go and search his work, he has a lot of women, he has some nudes. She's almost a nude. She's very kind of risque. But I looked up once I had part of her assembled, and once I knew there was a lion in it, I looked up woman, lion, Hintermeister, and she doesn't exist out there on the interwebs. So that made it really hard to finish, because I thought at some point I'll find the work of art and then I'll have something as a reference point. But I never did, because she doesn't exist out there. So I just had to work to figure it out along the way. And that made it a really big challenge, but it also felt really good to complete it. I could not be more happy that it's complete, all the pieces are there, and it's such a stunning image. These are things that you should keep an eye out for. Boxes like this is considered ephemera, because this just held some stockings, and most of these would have been discarded. Now this one's got some damage and it's pretty faded, and it is marked up. I don't think I'm going to separate it from the puzzle though, because this woman who made this in the 1930s used this intentionally to hold her puzzle. 264 pieces. And yeah, I counted the pieces before I started putting it together, and they were all there. It is literally the hardest puzzle I have ever tried to put together, especially since I had no idea what I was assembling. It was difficult, but what an amazing find for $3. The box itself is probably worth somewhere in the $20 to $30 range. The puzzle, however, is probably the most profitable thing I found on this day. That puzzle, especially because of the theme. It's Art Deco, it's kind of risque. It has a woman, a lion, a really cool graphic image. So all of that said, it's probably worth somewhere in the $130 to $150 range. That's my guess. I can't find that image by Hintermeister anywhere. So that's also maybe going to play into the rarity of the puzzle. So a totally exciting find. And it's going to go to eBay. I'm going to set it at a high price and see what happens. Keep an eye out for old puzzles, especially handmade ones like this. Oh, I see something else I like. Look at the colors on this. How fun is that? Oh, it looks like a carnival. Is that made in England? $6. Y'all know how I feel about tins. I think I've made it pretty clear. This has so much going for it. The colors, the shape, the pattern. It's got this kind of circusy tent top look to it with this cool little brass knob. And it is made in England. It does show some of its age, which I never mind. It's a very cool piece. I'm gonna have to see how many of these are listed on eBay and whether or not I'm gonna take it over there or bring it here to a future sale. I know a lot of you like the tins too, so that's probably where it's gonna go. All right, are there bargains over here or what? Look at those guys. Those guys are cool. 17. Nope. This vendor 17. 60 for the pair. I was gonna say 17. Those are also coming with us. Oh my gosh. I had this doll. I had him. He was in the attic and a mouse ate his hand, but I had this doll.
An attic at home?
Yeah.
Okay.
$25. I had the stand. I had like several outfits for him. I had his glove. I don't know if I still have the pieces, But I know the doll itself was destroyed by a mouse.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a bummer.
It was a bummer. There's some Hall Brown drip. Our big bowls.
Oh, yeah.
We don't need any. $10.
Okay, $10.
Oh, these guys are cute. Look at the little head on that. Did you find anything yet that you love?
I almost got a phone stand.
A phone
like
stand?
A holder, like a phone cup holder.
Yeah.
Like, hold your phone. But
oh, what is this? That is a neat coffee mug. Oh, and it's a good size, and it's a good feel, and it's signed. Yeah, that'll go into our pile too. I've been collecting some of the Studio Pottery mugs because they're just my favorite to drink out of. In fact, the one I've been using most often right now, I pulled out of the bins, the Goodwill bins. This one is pretty special, and I don't know yet if I'm going to use it or if I'm going to take it to eBay. But this little KK here stands for Karen Carnes, and she's a pretty big deal. She is a very well-known ceramicist. Her stuff goes for a lot of money, and it is becoming more and more rare. Her mark has evolved a little bit, so it would be probably helpful to go out and just look up Karen Carnes and see the evolution of that mark. I know for a while she was just using the one line to separate the Ks, these back-to-back Ks. So here there's a space in here, and I think this indicates that it was probably a 1960s piece. Look at the glaze on this. I love this little drip here. And this, you can see, is salt glazed. You can see that little bit of texture there, that little bit of speckling. That is the salt that is thrown into the kiln. It creates that really cool kind of look. And then she just used this beautiful glaze and just let it drip over. And that little detail right there and that little detail right there is something that I absolutely love. And then look at the surprise of the inside. Look at all of the darker, colorful glazes that are happening there. You can even see some blue in there. See the blue right here? Oh, yeah. The thing is, did I know when I picked it up what it was? No. Did I love it? And was I ready to spend that money on a new addition to my coffee mug collection? Yes. Now, knowing that it could be worth somewhere between $100 and $150, maybe it'll go to eBay to support the rest of my collecting and buying and selling. I haven't decided yet, but I think I will hold on to it for just a little bit so that I can ooh and ah over it and touch it a little bit, hug it a little bit. I'll take this over and put it with my stuff. Got a nice little pile happening here. Now we can see if I missed anything. He has a Balik look with his little gold ears. Oh yeah, he is Balik. $9. He's neat. Look at how he just stands out on that shelf. Motorcycle Mama. Do we know any? Deb, our next door neighbor, is a Motorcycle Mama.
Want to get it for us?
I don't know. That's an awful big mug for Deb. She could probably drink 2 or 3 cups out of that.
Oh, definitely.
All right, I think we can go upstairs.
All right.
Maybe drop my stuff off in the front. Ooh. Metal parts cabinet. Look at that with the little... Oh my gosh. Okay, we're taking that too.
You getting that too?
Yes, please. I love that. 3 of them have dividers in them. So little sections if you were doing some crafting or if you had little beads or things for jewelry making, this is the perfect little box. And you know, I like that it has this bit of rust on it. I call it patina. It was probably in a garage or something, and I love that about it. It was made by Winthrop Tool Company, and I found a photo of the original label that was around it. It's very cool. I'll put it right up here. Just the graphic you can see, definitely an older piece. And oh gosh, I have a tin collection, but they're mostly boxes. I don't have anything like this with these little drawers. I can't decide yet if I'm gonna keep it or not. Can you tell that I was shopping more for myself at this place? All right, we're gonna stop here because this was the end of that first floor. I kept saying that I might go back with my sister, and I'm regretting not going back with her. We spent time in some of the little shops, and you will see that in last week's video if you watched last week. But we stayed in town in Winthrop and did some of the little shops, and I really would have preferred to go back and have a closer look at this place instead, but that's okay. We got to see a lot of cool stuff, and I'm always going to look forward to going back. We've been going there probably every time we travel there for the last, I don't know exactly, 10 or so, 15 years. I'll have to ask my mom if she remembers how long it's been there. It was a different name, I know that, because when I went to look it up, I said, oh, they changed names. So now it is 202 Antiques and Flea Market. If you're in the area or if you're traveling up near there, you gotta stop there. It's really good. And we're not done yet, because wait until you see the upstairs and what I found up there. It was a good day. All right, so we'll see you on Thursday, part 2, upstairs. We'll see what we can find. Until then, please take care of yourself, and I'll see you then.